Right. In today's session, I'm going to discuss about how and where artificial intelligence and machine learning implementation is happening in insurance sector. Because as far as the property and casualty insurances and as well as insurance sector itself is concerned, I have posted many videos regarding that in my channel. I hope you guys have gone through that. So if you haven't gone through, I will post the links below to the video about property and casualty insurances videos. Couple of videos I'll post in below to this. You can watch it. And today I'm going to discuss about how and where generally artificial intelligence, because many people used to uh, mail me, right? So regarding artificial intelligence and machine learning, because as I'm getting a lot of mails regarding how AI and ML implementation is happening in insurance sector from many of the subscribers and other people. In regard to that, I thought of making a video on this, right? So that's the reason why I'm doing this, right? So how AI and ML is implementing in insurance sector. So let's get into the point. So these are the areas majorly AI implementation is happening, right? So one is on the claim processing side. At the same time, second is on the fraud detection side, followed by customer service underwriting, price optimization, lead management, data extraction, all that. When it comes to the claim processing, as far as the implementations are concerned, when generally any claim registration process is happening, which is time and date intensive, when we are implementing machine learning, this can provide insurers with any kind of analytical insights and how to remove the operational inefficiencies, all that. At the same time, it also making claims staging smart, like when we are implementing machine learning. It's also useful in scoring and triaging the risk, right? So the kind of systems that we are using, uh, the kind of machine learning systems and all based on the past experience and all. Hence, it will also able to prioritize insurance claims faster and more accurate, all that. So this is where and how generally this claim processing, because when we are trying to understand about claim registrations, as far as the claim processing is concerned, right? So investigation, adjustments, settlements, at the same time handling all the insurance claims. So in regular intervals, it takes a lot of time usually, right? So a lot of time for any users to use it. So as in when I mentioned now, when we are implementing ML, right? So machine learnings and all in uh, implementation in the insurance sector, right? So which can speed up and automate all the processes. We are using different tools, of course. We are using something like TensorFlow, PyTorch, as in when there are tools that we are using now. And there were many tools as well that I'm going to discuss in coming days, in further days. Due to the implementation of these, result in reducing the time spending for claim processing. At the same time, it also improves the customer experiences, all that. Next one of the fraud detection, as in when saying, because many insurance companies usually faces like the threat of fraud detections and all, right? So because due to this fraud detection, there is a lot of loss in terms of financially for insurance organizations. So identifying the fraud is something essentially required, because when we are doing performing business, right? So how to deal with the fraud, right? So what are the main factors which are using this time to make up new fraudulent schemes and patterns? At the same time, the kind of situations the insurers nowadays, right? So is resulting in adding the cost to the premiums and as well as increasing the prices, right? So this we have to uh, uh, cut down, right? So identifying the fraud detections by defining the patterns, because when we are implementing machine learning, we define some patterns. For every pattern, there is an algorithm that we write, and what is the solution that will be provided using AML without any manual intervention, right? So human intervention is inevitable, but manual intervention, right? So end of the day, we are automating the things and also fraud detections. So that if you reduce the fraud detection, so that the kind of financial burden on the insurance company will also come down. So uh, it may not be impacted on the premium that they were forced to add for the customer premiums and all everything will also come down. So this is also another advantage why I'll be using and all that. So next one about the underwriting part. So when it comes to underwriting, as in when we know, because companies wants to calculate the risk of insuring someone's business or assets or life and all that stuff. So when we are implementing this machine learning, which majorly enables risk management systems, allow insurers to speed up and as well as facilitating underwriting work. For example, making decisions and how deeply to investigate the case depends on the case to case. This is all something will be varied, right? So whether it can be full versus simplified underwriting or to whom to assign this case, either it can be for juniors or junior or any kind of senior specialist and all that. So implementing machine learning, replacing the manual risk assessment in the insurance sector, especially using machine learning in underwriting, can also increase the operational efficiency. At the same time, it also implement intelligent decision making in underwriting in a by automating and submission triaging. Or if you want to streamline submission processing, or if you want to assessing the risk for more accuracy, or if you want to predict any potential failure rates or optimizing the rates for the premium, right? So improving coverage recommendations. All these things are part of underwriting process. So this is how generally the machine learning, which can be useful and which is even useful for people when we are implementing AML insurance sector. Next one about the lead management part, because when we are implementing ML based insurance lead management systems, this majorly brings us a fully new level, right? So wherein by extracting different valuable insights from lead data, right? So which majorly helpful in insurance with lead analysis and classifications, so that company can choose quality leads and so that they don't waste time unnecessary of leads and all everything can be taken out, so that the quality leads can be identified using the patterns that we are using. So the amount of time that we are spending on lead management, right? So all these things will come down. At the same time, this lead management systems can also helpful in calculating the sales thresholds also, right? So by analyzing the various important factors like lead river time or lead clicks, or at the same time web visits. So when any kind of lead that we are approaching the industry benchmarking, like agents, so no, uh, because anyway, right? So cold calling is something that we do, right? So the reduces of time by understanding the importance of as well as the identifying the important leads and valuable leads, so that they can focus more, so that leads closure will also be much easier. Next one about the customer service, because as in when we know in sector, in any insurance or any other sector, customer service must be the high priority, right? So because when we are developing this machine learning for any uh, in customer services and all, right? So generally when we use machine learning to predict the churn rates, especially detecting early churn signals and as well as churn dates and all that, so that detecting early churn signals and as well as recognizing the risk of customers providing insurances with an exclusive opportunity to prevent any customers from leaving the company before it actually happens. everything that we can do, right? So everything that we can understand. So what customer service is like, because we can provide some loyalty programs to the customers to retain, or else different various insurance packages that we can implement, and pricing we can discuss, messaging, at the same time personalized offers and policies. These are the ways where you can reduce the dissatisfaction of the customer services. To perform and implement these, this machine learning is becoming important and useful here. Next one about the price optimization, as I mentioned you. So using this machine learning, especially in pricing optimization, this machine learning algorithms will also be helpful in insurance in building an effective price model. Because when we are following the traditional price optimization approach, right, so accommodating generalized linear models we use, right, so to historical claims and as well as premiums and all. Generally, these GLMs, like which is of generalized linear models and all, as the main pricing technique. But this is a conventional approach. So to manage this, right? So by implementing uh, the ML, excuse me, by implementing ML-based pricing models, it includes veritas of variables in the premium with the different levels of impacts, like whatever the ML algorithms or any discrete patterns from the data, integrating additional sources and channel, such as previous claims or social media, and at the same time noticing trends and new demands at early stages. This is all something that we are doing. This is all something will be part of implementing these, especially when we are optimizing the prices, which is one of the biggest important task many insurance companies have to do, right? So how to optimize the price, right? So how to schedule. These are all something which many people were finding difficulty. So using machine learning implementation, that can be done. And the last but not least, for the data extraction part, so wherein using this data extraction, right? So how you are going to extract the data, right? So how you are, because uh, if you want to have reports that are to be generated, right? So what are the analytical reports that we want to generate, etc. So data extraction and how you're extracting the data without losing it, and the actual data has to be extracted in different means of queries, all that stuff. This is also can be done by implementing the patterns in machine learning. At the same time, we need to write some algorithms for that, so that data can be extracted when and wherever it is needed within no time, so that decisions will also be much faster. So these are the areas where A and ML implementation in this risk sector is happening and happens even in future, right? So because end of the day, providing a quality services to the customers must be the end results. At the same time, improving our overall business efficiency improvement is also important for any insurance sector or so. So this is where generally AI implementation we are doing. So as in when you know, right? So there are a couple of sessions I'm taking on insurance sector. I posted many of my videos. Again, I'm repeating. If you haven't gone through, I will give you the link in the description below so that you can watch those. And I'm conducting an exclusive workshop on artificial intelligence and machine learning implementation in insurance sector, AML insurance sector. That's what I'm conducting the series of workshops in coming days. I'm planning because there were a lot of requests I got from many subscribers and as well as people who inquired through my channel. I'm getting many inquiries on that. So I'm conducting an exclusive workshops on how AI and ML implementation that we do in insurance sector. And this can be useful for anyone, people who are working on insurance sector. This is used. I'm talking about the target audience. Okay, so this can be used for the people who are already in the insurance sector. Point number one, and people who are to get into insurance sector. Point number two, and people who are looking for any career opportunities in the insurance sector or any, irrespective of the kind of applications that we are using, all that stuff. So for all them, this workshop. I hope this workshop will be useful to them. Right. So this is all about the session today, and have a great day for all of you. Thank you.